Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm bringing you my UA deck profile post Cross Souls. So here we go. First up, we run 3 UA midfielder. Nothing pretty much to say here, he's our only level 4 and he just gets our combo started. Next up, we run 3 UA Mighty Slugger. He is our win condition, he is our boss monster, and basically when he attacks, your opponent cannot activate any card effects in response to his attack. So he's pretty amazing. Next up, we run 2 UA Perfect Ace. I personally like to run 2, not 3, because I find that running 2 is just as effective as running 3, because I never really go into the third one, so having 2 is just perfectly fine, and yeah, he's just a good card for the UAs. Next up, 2 UA Rival Rebounder. He's amazing. When you normal summon him, you can special summon a UA monster from either your hand or from your graveyard. And if you special summon him during your opponent's turn, you can do the same thing. So yeah, he's pretty amazing, and he's only a level 6, so normal summon him isn't too much of a trouble because you can tribute him, or you can use Monarch Stormforth to actually tribute your opponent's monster. Alright, next up we run 2 UA Blockbacker. I personally love this guy. He's got a huge defense, so they struggle to actually get over him, and his effect is if your opponent special summons a monster, I can negate their effects and their battle position is changed for that turn, so it's pretty amazing. Next up, I run 1 UA Goalkeeper. I only run one of him because I find that he's not that great of a card, but he can be pretty good, pretty decent at times, where if I just need a big booty on the field and just to protect me, I can just throw him out, and once per turn his effect is if you can protect himself from being destroyed by battle or by card effects, so he's pretty good. And to rack up the monsters, last but not least is UA Dreadnought Dunker. He's the other new guy in this set in Cross Souls. Basically, when he attacks, he inflicts piercing battle damage if you're attacking a face down monster, and if you do any damage at all, you get to destroy a card on the field. So, not bad at all. Next up, for the spells, we run 3 3 Reinforcement of the Army. Basically, if we don't have our UA midfielder, we're in trouble, so this just allows us to get to him a lot quicker, and it just adds consistency to our deck. So yeah, running 3 Rhoda is a must. Next up, we run 3 UA Sign and Deal. This just allows us just to special summon any monster we want, and although their effects are negated and we have to pay cost by life points, it's still pretty amazing, because if we don't have either Rhoda or level 4 in our hand, we can just bring out, say, a Slugger or an Ace in defense position, and then basically that just gets us started. So yeah, UA Signing Deal has been an amazing card, and we really needed this card, and I'm so happy it came out in Cross Souls. Alright, next up we run 3 UA Stadium. Basically, it's just, you always need to run 3 of these. If you normal summon, you get to bring a UA monster from your deck and bring it to your hand, and if you special summon, you get to, if you special summon, all monsters you control gain 500 attack, and that's permanent, so it's not bad at all. Alright, next up we run 2 Terraforming, basically just to search for the UA Stadium, so yeah, nothing else really to say there. We run 2 Monarch Stormforth. This is just in case if we brick and we don't really have any way out, and it just helps us also clear your opponent's field and bring out a monster at the same time. And this card is amazing against Necros, because if they first time Ginlock you, you can always tribute the Colossalus or whatever they have that is under the Ginlock, and then yeah, it's an easy out. So I love Monarch Stormforth. Next up we run 2 Forbidden Lance. This is possibly my favourite card in my deck. This just basically protects our UA midfielder when we first normal summon him, because if your opponent is smart, they will try and stop your UA midfielder from resolving. So basically they will try and Torrential Tribute or Book of Moon it just so you can't tag out. So this is just an amazing card. It just protects your midfielder from being destroyed, and yeah, it keeps us from basically just not going through our plays. So yep, UA. So next up we run 2 MST. It's just this deck does not do well against back row, and we just don't like back row. So this is just the back row hate. We just want to get rid of. We just don't want our opponent to have any like cards at all that can try and stop us. So this just gets rid of them. I try and like keep. I don't like get happy as soon as I see MST. I don't like MST their back row straight away. I try and keep them set so I can like use it on the potent like back row cards that your opponent has. Alright, so next up, and this is the last for the spells, is 1 UA Power Jersey. I like running 1. You only need to run 1 because if you actually have one of these, it's pretty much game over anyway. So running 2 or 3 is pretty irrelevant. So what this does is boost your UA monster's attack by 1000. And if you attack, the difference between your attack and your opponent's attack is doubled, and then if you manage to destroy that monster, you get to attack again. So this just makes OTK so easy in this deck. Alright, so down to the traps now, and we run 3 Fiendish Chain. Not much to say here. It's just Fiendish Chain is an amazing card. It just stops your opponent from actually attacking, and it stops your opponent from activating any card effects that may actually hurt us. So basically, yeah, 3 Fiendish Chain. It's just amazing. Then we run 2 UA Penalty Box. Not much to say here. It's an amazing card. I love that this came out in Cross Souls because you can actually leave like a midfielder out on the field and still be pretty confident that he will survive until your next turn, because if they attack, you can just flip this card over, activate its effect, then that attacking monster is banished for 2 turns. And if they MST this, who cares, because you can then banish this card and you can search for a UA spell card. So it's pretty good card. Alright, next up we run 2 Royal Decree. I know I run a few amount of traps in this, so this might be counterproductive, but I just always side these out anyway if I need to during game 2 or 3. But having Royal Decree, it's kind of like my safe haven. It just allows me to normal summon and special summon without any worries of my opponent flipping over a pretty bad back row like a Solemn Warning or anything like that. So Royal Decree is amazing, and like I said, if I need to, I do side it out during game 2 and 3. And for the last card of my deck, I run 1 Solemn Warning. This is just amazing. It's self-explanatory. Solemn Warning is Solemn Warning. Pay 2,000 life points and stop the activation. So if they special summon anything you don't like, or normal summon, just Solemn Warning it and you're good to go. Alright guys, so that is it for today. That was my UA deck profile, and thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.